Commander can be a complicated format of Magic the Gathering to play, so here are 3 key things to know when building a Commander deck, regardless if you're a brand new player or have been playing for years. Number 1, without a doubt, and you've heard it before, is lands, lands, lands. Most Commander decks need a minimum of 36 lands to play well, getting the right mix of spells and lands as you draw and play the game. Some highly tuned decks can certainly go lower, but most need between 36 and 40 lands to give you the mana you need to play the game on curve. On curve just means being able to play a 1-drop on turn 1, 2-drop on turn 2, etc. Taking my decks from 34 to 37 made a very noticeable difference in performance alone. Next up, answers. These are things like board wipes, targeted removal, counters. I'm not going to go down the whole path of just play more removal. You don't need 30 answers. But in most decks, you should have around 10 at least, depending on your colors. 1 or 2 board wipes, a few creature destructions or exile spells to get rid of the commanders or those big creatures that are smacking you. But you also need some artifact and enchantment removal, which people tend to forget about. Getting rid of a damaging enchantment or powerful equipment can change the game. The key to this section is versatility. Sure, Swords to Plowshares is great and all, but Boros Charm can be better, because you have way more options. Creatures that destroy an artifact or another creature when they enter the battlefield, especially if they have flash, are much better than just an instant that targets a creature. So it's not just about dumping in a bunch of answers. You want answers that give you choices on the card. Sorceries, instants, creatures that do multiple things. That allows you to pivot during game and play whatever benefits you the most. So it's not about playing more removal, it's about playing smart removal. And last but not least, card draw. I can't stress this one enough, and it was a hard lesson for me to learn. You need lots of card draw, and smart card draw. Similar to the answers, you need enchantments or creatures that say if you do this thing, you draw a card, because that gets you repeat card draw. You can use it over and over as long as the spell is still, the permanent is on the battlefield. Spells that let you draw multiple cards when you draw are also a big help. Sure, a sorcery that says draw a certain amount of cards are fine, and they have a place in your decks. That is still only one time. Pay 4 mana, draw 2 or 3 cards. It can help you in a pinch, but you need to draw multiple cards a turn every turn. Even if you're discarding at the end step, card draw gets you the lands you need. It gets you the removal you need. And it gets you the win con you want. The more cards you draw, the more options you have at any given moment in a game to deal with your opponents. Obviously, each deck will be a little bit different, but I recommend at least 10 spells that draw you cards in some fashion, probably closer to 20. Most games I play now, the winner is the one that just drew cards faster, because they got what they needed, and the rest of us were just drawing 1 card a turn at the up. I really hope these 3 quick tips help you upgrade your decks and give you some ideas so that you can win more games. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.